Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Fate Stay Night. This day is called Interval Level 4. That is cryptic. Anyways, the sky is thin. Is it dawn or dusk? As I am watching from outside, I cannot tell. A vast sky and a high field. A sky that seems unreachable, even unreachable. Why did I add one extra syllable in there? Even with arms outstretched. And clouds that do seem reachable with arms outstretched. This is a battle she once went through. Okay. There are no cavalry alongside. The grassland, once golden as far as the eye could see, is gone. Under the dark gray sky, the only thing stretching out is the remains of battle, which she is well accustomed to. There is no emotion. For her, such scenes have been ordinary. There is nothing left in her lonely heart. Leaning on her golden sword, she breathes deeply and slowly relaxes her shoulders. The battle must be over. After glancing at the bodies of the defeated soldiers, she returns to her camp. That was the battle she experienced. The calm attitude is the same as now. No matter what trouble she's in, she is just as I know her. And in that way, I see the dream of a king. From the moment she drew the sword from the stone, she was not human. After becoming a feudal lord... Feudal? Are we going to use that word? I mean, I guess. I would only use the word feudal to represent, like, Japanese Warring States era, but I guess it is feudal. Anyways, after becoming a feudal lord like her father, she became a king with many knights. She was once called King Arthur, or Arturia, or Altria. That last one's a bad one. And the girl who had tried to become a knight had her entire life turned around. She acted as the son of the king. That is because one to govern many territories and control the knights had to be male. The only ones who knew that the king was just a girl were her father and the Magus. She literally covered herself in steel and sealed that truth for all her life. I drank milk before this. Guys, if you're ever recording something, don't drink milk. It makes your mouth very sticky. Of course, it's not like one grew suspicious of her, or no one grew suspicious of her. But the King of Knights with the Holy Sword will not suffer wounds or age. Excalibur bears the protection of the fairies, making its possessor immortal. Are we talking like age immortal, or are we talking... Well, no, obviously, it's not battle immortal. There's differences in immortality. Therefore, nobody questions the knight's small body, and the face that seemed like that of a girl became honored by the knights as a good-looking king. Of course, such things were not a problem. The king was truly invincible. There was no room for body size nor looks to enter into it. The people living in fear of savage invasions wanted a strong king, and the knights of the battlefield would only follow an excellent commander. The king met all of these criteria, and so no one questioned who the king was. It doesn't matter if the king is a child or a woman. The only point is that it must function as the king to protect the country. The new king was fair and selfless, and always stood in front of the army, defeating enemies on the battlefield. Many enemies and many people died, but the king's choices were always correct, and she served as the king better than anyone else. There was no doubt, and no need for doubt, while the king was right. Knowing no loss on the battlefield, her army reconstructed the now lost cavalry, and literally ran through the battlefield, defeating foreign infantries and crashing through numerous ramparts. I don't know what a rampart is. I see that word a lot. That's a word that I see and don't... Is it a natural thing? I don't even know. Was she always in front of the army because her country was behind her? She had to discard many people to join battle. As long as she joined battle, she had to defeat all her enemies. It was normal practice to meet military needs by sucking everything out of the local village for the battle to protect the country. In that regard, there could not be any knights that killed more people than her. I do not know if she ever found that a burden. That is not something I can tell from a dream. But there is no doubt in her figure, running through the battlefield. She does not even narrow her eyes in grief when she sits down on the throne. A king is not human. One cannot protect the people with human emotions. She kept that oath strictly. She settled every problem and worked hard in government affairs. She balanced the country without any deviations and punished people without a single mistake. And after ending yet another battle in victory, commanding the people without disorder, and punishing hundreds of criminals, King Arthur does not understand human feelings. A knight close to her murmured, "Perhaps everyone felt that way. The more perfect she became as the king, the more they questioned her as a ruler. A person without human emotion cannot rule over others." Several reputable knights left Camelot, but the king took it as a natural event and accepted it as part of the process of government. Thus, the fair king honored by her knights isolated herself. But such trivial things are of no concern to a king. Her mind will not change even if she is abandoned, feared, or betrayed. There's no right or wrong. She abandoned her emotions from the moment she decided to pull out the sword. And in that way, her final battle began. The battle at Badon Hill ended in complete victory, and because of the overwhelming results, the savages sought a reconciliation. The country that would have just awaited destruction earned a brief period of peace. The chaos that demanded an absolute hero has ended. Britain is finally returning to the country she had dreamed of. The scene starts to fade away. Somewhere in my head, I realize that I'm waking up and the dream is ending. I will lose consciousness and wake up soon. But before that, something really annoys me. She's stupid. Certainly, she must have been strong and good at fighting, but that doesn't mean she's well suited for it. I'm almost angry at the people around her. If she didn't notice it, someone else around her had to tell her, or she'd keep making the same mistake forever. Jeez, she had so many people around her, so why did none of them tell her the truth? Probably because they were terrified. She has the sword of promised victory. Hello, Stain. Welcome back. I wake up. We escaped Ilia's forest and came back to the house yesterday afternoon. Tosaka went back to her room saying that the wound in her stomach was hurting, and I also wanted to go to sleep since my headache was still around. It must have also been because I carried something heavy all the way here. When I got to my room and lay down, I couldn't even get back up. Saber was the only one unhurt, so Tosaka and I went to sleep, letting her keep watch over the house and... You know what? I think in this situation, sleeping half the day is fine. I'm relieved. The thing with Berserker, the headache that started when I duplicated Saber's sword was terrible. If that headache continued, my head would have broken before my body did. Wait. Oh. Saber is sitting Japanese style beside my futon. Ah, what a coincidence. So did I. Okay, I guess we're gonna avoid the plot point about the dreams, huh? The thing that seems pretty important, but I guess we're gonna avoid it, huh? The fact that I'm going to place a bet that we're exchanging dreams every night. Saber gets up and leaves the room quietly. I don't know why Saber's acting so weird. I don't know, but... Immoral flashbacks. As soon as I think, I recall that scene. I shake my head and clear the thoughts out of my head. That night, Saber and I touched one another. We're gonna use that wording, huh? Because I'm her master. I have to think like that, or I won't be able to look at her properly. That is because you almost died, dude. Well, no, I was just too tired yesterday, but stay calm anyways. First of all, Saber will be troubled if I act like this. I take a deep breath and start changing. It's 9 in the morning. Oh, man, you slept in for half the day? I mean, I guess if they came back yesterday afternoon, then they would have, yeah. Saber must be really hungry, as we haven't eaten since yesterday afternoon. I mean, she can make... No, she probably can't make toast. I was gonna say, she can use a toaster. No, she can't. I guess you can't call it morning now that it's past 9. I'm sorry, what? My dude, it's morning till 11:59 a.m. That's the morning. Considering Saber, I'll make a fairly large meal.
シロ、今朝は私とあなただけですが、リンを起こさなくていいのですか？
ああ、みんなまだ寝てるんだろ。昨日が昨日だし、無理に起こすこともない。飯は作っておけば勝手に食べるだろうし。
そうですか。それでは早めに支度をしてもらえると助かります。もうこんな時間になってしまいましたから。
分かってる。体の調子もいいし、食べ終わったら道場に行こう。
Wow, we're right back into it, huh?
え、道場に行くとは、まだ私と剣の鍛錬を続けるのですか？
なんで？日課じゃないか。
Blushy.
どうしたセイバ？なんか変なこと言ったか？
あ、いえ。もう鍛錬はしないのだろうと勝手に思い込んでいました。
Well, see, now that I can make swords, I guess I should learn how to use them, huh?
バーサーカーが倒れた今、シローがそこまで必死になる理由はなくなったのではないかと。
I mean, we still have, you're dead, right? No, did he survive? Wait, did he survive? I don't even know if Lancer's still around, huh? I don't even know. Archer's dead. Ryder's dead. We still have Caster. We still have Assassin. And we have, Berserker's dead. Did we kill Lancer? How am I forgetting this? I don't even remember. Did we? Did he escape battle? Because Galebolg, and I'm trying to think. Why can't I remember? Huh. I guess we'll see. I don't even remember who... Well, because we don't know his master, right? Because we thought he would come back. I don't even remember. This is bad. Maybe I should make these videos so far apart. Just kidding. I've been playing it basically every 2 days, but it's just because we're like 35 hours into this. Tosaka and Saber and I, our common enemy, is now gone. We cooperated because we were targeted by an enemy superior to us, and that's why I trained as well.
でも鍛錬は続けるぞ。俺はまだ半人前だし、セイバーは剣を持つと本音を出すからな。その方が俺も話してて楽だ。
Well, when I say it's a help, I mean it's fun.
はあ、道場での私は本音を出しているのでしょうか？
出してるよ。少なくとも気兼ねはしてないだろう。俺もその方が楽だし、セイバーも肩の力が抜けていいんじゃないか。ともかく午前中はセイバーと剣を合わせるのが日課なんだ。数少ない俺の楽しみを取らないでくれ。
You can really see the evolution in how they talk to each other. I take ground beef and pork, mushroom, onion, and eggs out of the refrigerator and head to the kitchen. I'll also need breadcrumbs, alcohol, salad oil, and...
そういうことでしたら、私も反論はありませんが。
Why are you Danganronpa posing? Saber murmurs something in the living room. I'm already in the kitchen, so I unfortunately couldn't hear her. I start mixing. I mix onion, breadcrumbs, alcohol, egg, and salt, and put it in with the beef and pork. I've decided to cook Japanese-style hamburger for breakfast, or hamburger steak as they call it. Yeah.
リン、目が覚めたのですか？
I can hear Saber's voice from the living room. I turn around while cooking.
おはよう。
That's the morning, Rin.
牛乳飲ませて、シロ。
Tosaka comes over with an unhappy face and takes some milk out of the refrigerator. Just drinks it out of the container.
寝すぎて頭痛い。あれ？何？朝から凝ってるじゃない。
Where did that bad mood from earlier go? Her lowercase h typo. Her eyes gleam as soon as she turns to me.
へえ、美味しそう。ちょうどお腹も減ってたし、助かった？
It's not for you. I see. But you're the only one that benefits, not me. This must be what my father said. For someone to benefit, someone must lose.
前から思ってたんだが、お前割と目ざといよな。
あら、人並みに目端が利くだけよ。それじゃあ、私の分もよろしくね。
Waving her hand, Tosaka returns to the living room. With a glass of milk in one hand, she takes position at the table. No, should I say she's really relaxing or acting like royalty? Which is even more awkward, because King Arthur is here in our midst right now.
だらけていますね、リン。
Called out. Alright, way to go, Saber! She sure is good at saying difficult things, but Tosaka waves off Saber's criticism lazily, like she doesn't care.
そりゃだらけもするわよ。バーサーカーがいなくなった今、あとは
Okay, yeah, Lancer's still around. Got it.
バーサーカーに比べたら大した敵じゃないし、今のセーバーなら余裕で撃退できるじゃない。
I'm sorry, wait. Are you now acting like you're Saber's master now?
それはわかりません。ランサーもアサシンも一筋縄で行く相手ではない。
Yeah, Assassin's a bit weird, that one.
に至ってはまだ出会ってもいないではないですか。
We did in one timeline, then that timeline fell through.
謙遜謙遜。アーサー王の手にかかっちゃ、そんじゃそこらの英霊なんて10羽一からげでしょ。
Well, that's out in the open then, huh?
今までは魔力不足で嘆いてたけど、それも解決したし、今のセイバーに対抗できるサーバントなんて一人もいないわ。
Because that was never told, but I guess yelling Excalibur would do that. Saber narrows her eyes at Tosaka's words. I feel the same way. The thing Tosaka just said can't be ignored lightly.
お前、セイバーが誰かって気づいてたのか？
うすうすね。確信が持てたのは昨日よ。あれだけの政権を扱える英雄なんて一人しかいないもの。
Well, I mean King Arthur and also Sonic the Hedgehog.
まあ、伝説のアーサー王が女の子っていうのには驚いたけど、目の前にいるんじゃ信じるしかないじゃない。
We still don't have proof she's not Sonic the Hedgehog.
それに、伝説なんて都合よく改ざんされたものでしょ。セイバーが隠したのか、周囲が隠したのか知らないけど、確かに中世の王様が女の子ってのは都合が悪いものね。そりゃ誰が何と言おうと男として扱うわよ。
And this is like, in Shiro's mind, the gears start turning of, oh, that would explain a lot. Tosaka has the same tone of voice as always. Saber doesn't seem to care that much either. She rather seems to be agreeing with Tosaka's opinion and shows no sign of denying anything. So she's clearly admitted that it's true. A hero related to swords is chosen for the servant Saber. From that perspective, she is certainly the best Saber there could be. The great hero of England. The bearer of the holy sword that everybody, even in this distant country, has heard of. But if that's the case, then what? The end of the legend of King Arthur ends with the king's death. No, they are still human even though they are heroes. It's only natural for the last moment to end in death, but no hero dies normally. King Arthur was no exception. I remember that the end of King Arthur was in a war. The Great Battle of Camlan. Having unified Britain with no outside enemies to defeat, King Arthur faced an unexpected enemy in the end. The enemy was her own army that she protected. Because of a betrayal by the one she trusted, King Arthur was attacked by the knights she had fought with. It's so weird saying King Arthur then using the word she, like in this sort of historic, pseudo-historical context. And it said that the king had to defeat them. King Arthur succeeded in defeating the enemy leader, but took a fatal wound in the process, similar to that one CG art, I'm sure, and entrusted her only surviving knight, Sir Bedivere, with the return of the Holy Sword. Go past this bloody battlefield and the hill. There should be a lake there. Throw this sword into that lake. But Bedivere could not follow the order. Fearing the loss of the sword, Bedivere gave a false report the first and the second time, saying that he had thrown the sword into the lake. Every time, King Arthur would order Bedivere to throw the sword away, and the order was followed on the third trip. And it is said that King Arthur died after ascertaining that the holy sword had been returned. And then, Tosaka suddenly glares at me. Shiro, you can't hit on King Arthur. Oh, right, she's here. I forgot. That's because earlier we had the word they used over and over. It was they aren't awake yet and they will eat. And I'm like, Who's they? Well, that explains... Oh no, now we're gonna have to explain why we got another girl living in our house, huh?
それについて私も言いたい。バーサーカーを失ったとはいえ、イリアスフィールは危険なマスターだ。それを保護するなど、シロはどうかしています。
そうそう。あんなのは綺麗に預けちまえばいいのよ。
The two judge this a good time and glare at me together. That's right. Ilya fainted after Berserker disappeared. I couldn't just leave her be since she showed no sign of waking up, so I brought her here. Tosaka and Saber objected, so I was the one who carried her. A master who loses their servant has to run away or go to the church for protection before they're killed by other masters. Tosaka says we should let Kotomine take care of her, but I'm letting her sleep in her room here since I don't think he would take very good care of her. He's a bit of a creep.
シロ、あなたの考えは立派ですが、イリアスフィールに関わるのは危険です。今ならまだ間に合う。早々に教会に預けるか、その令状を剥奪するべきだ。
Yeah, her command spell is wild. Saber glares at me. She's serious. Convincing her will be really difficult.
なんだよ。だってほっとくわけにはいかないだろう。イリアはまだ子供なんだし、様子もおかしかった。琴峰に預けるのはなんかかわいそうだし。
かわいそう？あんたね、あの子にあんな目に遭わされて、まだそんな寝ぼけたこと言うわけ？
同感です。シロはイリアスフィールに感情移入しすぎています。彼女は何度もシロを殺そうとしたではないですか。
Ooh, they're not happy. The two are even more united now. But I can't let them talk me out of it.
確かにイリアは敵だった。けど、あいつに邪気はなかった。ちゃんと言いつけてやる奴がいれば、イリアはもうあんなことはしない。
Shiro's getting those paternal stirrings in his loins.
それに、一番初めに言ったはずだ。俺はマスターを殺すために戦うんじゃない。戦いを終わらせるために戦うだけだって。
それは。
Saber doesn't agree, but her voice softens. But
そう。それじゃあイリアスフィールのしたことを全部許すっていうの？言っとくけど、あの子は私たち以外のマスターも襲っている。もしかしたらもう何人かマスターを殺しているかもしれない。それでもあなたは助けてやるっていうのね。
yeah, but the one master she probably did kill. It's fine. He deserved it. He was a jerk. We don't, like, we'll forgive crimes, but we don't forgive sister beaters. That's right. Ilya admitted it. She killed Shinji. That was his name. I forgot. I'm pushing him out of my memory. Shinji used Ryder to try and kill the students at the school. If those were his intentions as a master, I guess his death couldn't be helped. Shikatanai. But still, Shinji's a friend I've known for years. Is he a friend, though? And thinking about his sister Sakura, who he beat, I can't forgive everything Ilya did. Yeah, but like, dude, it's okay. Yeah, we must break this cycle of hurting.
イリアがマスターで亡くなって自分のしたことを悔やめるようになるのなら俺は助けるべきだと思う。
そうね。それは正しい。けどシロ、私はアーチャーのことを帳消しにする気はないの。私のアーチャーはあいつに殺されたんだから。
Everybody freezes. We freeze looking at each other, and...
何よ。サーバントなんて最後にはみんな消えちゃうじゃない。そんなこと気にしてるなんて、マスター失格ね。
Well, I'm gonna look like the idiot now, huh? The girl under discussion, who should be asleep, appears.
イリアスフィール。
待ちなさい。あなたたちに用はないわ。戦う気もないから、そんなに切り立たないでくれない？ほんと、同じレディーとして恥ずかしいわ。私よりずっと年上なのに、たしなみってものがないんだから。
Ilya shrugs her shoulders as if to show her shock.
なんですって？
Saber and Tosaka get mad together. They're scarier in a different sense.
まあ、それも怒らないであげる。今はあ なたたちに構ってる場合じゃないもの。
Saying that, Ilya turns to me. Is this an illusion? Is this a shadow clone no jutsu?
礼を言います、セイバーのマスター。敵であった我が身まで気遣うその心遣い、心より感謝いたしますわ。
I stare at Ilya in surprise. Saber is silent as well, so she might not have expected it either. Tosaka is drinking milk. Just put the milk in her hand and looking at Ilya suspiciously. And then, Ilya gives her usual smile and...
なんてね。
Oh.
やっぱりシロはお兄ちゃんだ。
Boy, this is gonna be the worst. This is gonna be the worst. She comes straight for me and hugs my neck. This is not gonna go over well. Go foo! I choke at the surprise attack.
何者。
Tosaka is choking on the milk she's drinking. It's just her with the mark. Saber gets mad but keeps a straight face.
離れなさい、この無礼者。
Saber runs to me, but Ilya spins around me using my neck as a fulcrum.
無礼者はどっちよ。サーバントのくせに私に意見しようなんて100年早いわ。
Oh, this is wacky.
あなたに従う義務もなければ意思もありません。減らず口を言う暇があるなら、今すぐ城から離れなさい。
そんなの聞かないよーだ。ねえシロ、昨日みたいにしよう。あれ、本部って言うんだよね。
Ilya twirls and twirls. Whoa, whoa, you're moving like they do. Saber goes around to try and catch her. This is bad. This is really bad. The two stare down doesn't end. It must be because she's watching from a distance. Tosaka wipes the milk off her mouth as if nothing is happening.
どうでもいいんだけどね、二人とも。そのままだと、そいつ死ぬわよ。え？
The two look at my face in surprise. Yes, my neck is being choked and my life's in danger. I'm in a real pinch right now. Oh, that was beyond the wacky shenanigans I expected. Anyways, let's check the current situation. The hamburger I was making is in the refrigerator right now. First, Tosaka is the quiet one. It seems she's keeping a poker face and trying to see how things turn out, but who knows what she's thinking on the inside.
何？シロ。
Ilya is sitting next to me, and she's in a good mood for some reason. She's looking around the living room curiously, but it seems like Tosaka and Saber are none of her concern. She probably wouldn't even listen if they talked to her. And the hardest one to deal with is Saber, who's glaring restlessly at me and Ilya. Being restless and uneasy is totally unlike her. Because of her, I feel like I'm sitting on a cushion full of needles. So I can't let things stay like this. I don't know what will come out of this, but I'll have to make up my mind and escape the current situation.
話をつけよう。いつまでもこうしてちゃ昼になっちまう。
そうね。結論は決まっているし、問題は早めに片付けた方がいいわ。そうでしょ、セイバー。
そうですね。私とリンの意見は同じですから。あとはシローに納得してもらうだけですが。
Saber's ready to fight it out to the very end. Well, guess it can't be helped, Shikatanai, since Ilya was the most difficult enemy for Saber.
ねえシロ、リンとセイバーは何を話したがってるの？
いや、そのイリアをどうするかっていう話なんだが、イリアはサーバントをなくしただろ。
そんなの決まってるでしょ。教会に保護させるか、森の城に追い返すのよ。どちらにしたってここにいさせる選択肢はないからね。シロもそう思ってるの？
Ilya looks up with me with emotionless eyes. Decide the fate of the little sister archetype. Okay, you know what? For crazy shenanigans, no, we're gonna keep her. Kiritsugu used to say that girls should be protected, and most of all, I don't want to let a child suffer.
いや、 俺はイリアはここにいるべきだと思う。聖杯戦争は終わってないんだ。残りのマスターと決着がつくまでイリアはうちでかくまいたい。
シローがそう言うんなら私もここにいてあげるね。
イリア、苦しいって。
And then she chokes me and I die. Bad end. Ilya hugs me, but I get her off of me. Well, there's no need to do that as myself as Saber does it for me.
何よ、さっきから邪魔ばっかりして。あなた、私に恨みでもあるの？
当然でしょう。その身がシローに何をしたか私は忘れることなどない。シローもシローです。イリアスフィールをかくまうなど百害あって一理なしとわからないのですか。
Yeah, but now we got someone who can use their, like, mind control magic. That's pretty good.
なんでだよ。イリアにはもうサーバントはいないんだから危険ってことはないだろう。マスターじゃなくなったんだから。それより下手に放り出して襲われたらどうするんだ。イリアの命だって危ないし他のマスターに力をつけさせることになるぞ。
それはそうですが、しかし
Saber hesitates. Whatever she may say, Saber does understand that Ilya would be attacked by other masters if she was left alone.
じゃあ次はこっちの番ね。セイバーを陥落したところ悪いけど、私はまだ説得されてないわ。
She just poured herself another glass of milk, huh?
いいシロー。そいつはまだマスターなのよ。サーバントを失っても、霊樹がある限り、マスターはマスターだって教えたでしょ？
And thus, drinking tea gracefully, Tosaka interrupts the conversation.
お前それどういう意味だよ、トサカ。
だから、霊樹さえ残っていれば、サーバントとは何人でも契約できるのよ。主のいないはぐれサーバントがいて、かつマスターにそのはぐれサーバントを許容できるキャパシティさえあれば、何人とだって契約はできるわ。
なんだよそれ。じゃあ優れたマスターなら何人でもサーバントと契約できるってことか。
何人でもってわけじゃないわ。聖杯の力で呼び出せる英霊は7人が限度だから、最大でも7人ね。もっともどんなに優れた魔術師だって複数のサーバントを具現化させる魔力なんてないわ。あるとしてもその場合は10の魔力を5に分けて2人のサーバントを刺激することになる。そうなるとサーバントの能力は下がるから複数のサーバントと契約する旨味はないけどね。
I like how Grand Order just completely, like, ruins this idea. I see. So if I formed a contract with Saber and Berserker, Saber and Berserker would both exist sharing my magical energy, so their abilities would considerably decrease. It is the Skullgirls formula, if you will. So that means it's more efficient to choose one servant to give magical energy to.
そういえば前に言ってたっけ、サーバントってマスターを変えられるって。あれってこのことだったんだな。
あら、珍しく勘がいいじゃない。シローの言う通り、サーバントがマスターを変えるっていうのはそういうことよ。マスターを失ったサーバントは消えるまでいくらか猶予がある。で、その間に他にサーバントを欲しがっているマスターを探して契約すれば元通りってわけ。ええ、だからリンに気を許しちゃダメよ、シロー。そいつだってまだマスターなんだから。シローを殺してセイバーを奪うかもしれないし、まだ生きてるサーバントと再契約するかもしれないわ。そう。それはあんたにそっくりお返しするわ、イリア。そんなことないもん。私、他のサーバントとなんて組まない。イリアのサーバントはずっとバーサーカーだけなんだから。
Hanging her head slightly, Ilya murmurs. I can understand why the two gasped. I don't know what kind of relationship Ilya and Berserker had, but I can tell that for Ilya, that servant was special. That's a surprise, and a pleasant one. Ilya was cold-hearted as a master, but she still valued her partner. Boy, that made killing her feel real bad, huh?
シローが負けちゃったら、セイバーは私がもらうわ。私はシロー以外のマスターが勝つのは認めない。でも、もしシローが負けちゃったら、私が代わりに勝ってあげるんだから。
I mean, right now, she's making a more convincing argument than you ever had, Rin. Ilya says so to Saber and Tosaka.
バカなことを言わないでほしい。私はシローのサーバントです。あなたのサーバントになるつもりはありません。
へえ、別にそれでも構わないわ。私はシロに勝ってもらえればそれでいい。私が勝つのもセイバーがシロを守ってくれるのもどうせ最後は同じだもの。
Ilya says things in a strange way. Well, she wants for me to win, but why would she want that? That's a fair point. Then, Tosaka must have found it strange too as she starts to think.
私は構います。ともかく私は認めません。リン、あなたからもシロに忠告してください。
ごめんなさい、聞いてなかったわ。
ですからイリアスフィールをここにかくまうのは反対だということです。
ああ、それいいんじゃない？別にかくまうぐらいなら。
Okay, she's plotting something, huh?
は？
Saber freezes. I'm surprised as well, so it's natural for the protesting Saber to freeze.
リン、あなた正気ですか？
ええ、冷静に考えてみればリスクはどっちも同じなのよ。イリアを一人にするのもここでかくまうのも教会に預けるのも変わらない。いえ、むしろイリア目当てでマスターが来てくれた方が助かるわ。今のセーバーなら他のサーバントが束になっても負けっこない。聖杯戦争を終わらせるならその方が手っ取り早いし、それはあなただって望むところでしょ、セイバー。ま、あなたが他のサーバントに負けるっていうんなら話は変わるけど。
まさか今の私がどのような状態かリンなら分かっているでしょ。
でしょ？ならイリアをかくまうのも問題ない。それに気になることもある。シローの選択はもしかしたらとんでもない妙手だったのかもしれないわ。
Yeah, that was intentional, obviously. Tosaka then falls silent. Saber must have accepted that as she reluctantly moves away from Ilya. All one big happy family. Finishing breakfast, we go to the dojo. Tosaka's back in her room and Saber's with me. As for Ilya... She is right beside me, following me to the dojo.
私、今日はシロと遊べると思って楽しみにしてたんだよ。なのにセイバーなんて邪魔者はいるし、ここ寒いし、つまんないよ。
I take it back. Can we take her to the church? Well, it's naturally boring for Ilya. After all, training isn't a fun thing to watch.
ねえ、今に戻ろう。強くなりたいなら、私がシロの力になってあげる。
Taking my hand with both of hers, Ilya tries to leave the dojo. But I can't compromise on this.
いや、ダメだ、イリア。剣の鍛錬は日課だからきちんとこなす。俺は魔術師として未熟なんだから少しぐらいは戦えるようになっていないと。それに鍛えておけばイリアを守れるだろ。イリアをうちにかくまうって決めたのは俺なんだからこれぐらいはしないと閉まらない。
うん、それはそうかも。けど私シロに守られなくてもいいんだけどな。シロはお兄ちゃんなんだから一緒にいてくれるだけでいいんだもん。
We're gonna ask why she keeps calling us this because, like, it's really out of nowhere. She, like, the moment she saw me, she started calling me this. Nope, my persuasion failed. Ilya pulls up my hand. Saber's watching us silently. Her stare is rather painful. She must not approve of Ilya yet, and I think she's acting too bluntly. Our eyes meet. Good, I'll have Saber convince Ilya.
だからダメだって。セイバー、お前からも言ってくれ。午前中にセイバーと鍛錬をするのは日課なんだって。
私に言うべきことなどありません。
Dang.
イリアスフィールを連れてきたのはシローです。
You brought this thing into our house.
彼女に言い聞かせるのはシローの役割で、私の責務には含まれていませんから。
Something's wrong. I don't know why, but could it be that she's really mad?
なんだ、セイバーもよくわかってるじゃない。剣の鍛錬なんてしなくていいのよ。残ってるのは雑魚ばっかりなんだから、そんなの必要ないもの。ねえシロ、他のマスターなんてセイバーに任せて、私たちは外で遊ぼう。
I lose my balance and take a step towards the exit. Hold on.
ダメだ、話せイリア。こればっかりはわがまま言っても聞かないぞ。剣の鍛錬は休まないし、これからもずっと続ける。そりゃイリアにはつまらないだろうけど、俺はこれが好きなんだ。文句があるなら今の方で休んでいてくれ。
Just pull out your Super Nintendo for her. Like, I know you have one, man. You can get them for $5 at, like, used Japanese electronics stores. I shake her off violently. She must not have expected me to shake her off. Ilya moves away and looks at me uneasily. Crap. Even if I have to get her off of me, there must have been a kinder way to do so.
すまんイリア、今のは乱暴すぎた。けど剣の鍛錬はやめられない。しばらく一人にして悪いんだが、今でおとなしくしていてくれるか。
Oh, now we feel like the bad guy. Ilya starts to walk away without saying anything. She walks to the entrance and stops by the wall beside it.
いいわ。ならここで見てる。
She looks really mad.
それなら文句ないでしょ。
She screams and glares at me.
いや、それは構わないけど、ここ寒いぞ。今だったらお茶もあるし、お茶受けも完備してるんだ。
She's like a cat. She's like, this is like trying to hurt a cat.
私がいいって言ってるんだからいいの。なんだ、シロとセイバーを二人きりになんてさせないんだから。
Saying something strange. Oh my god, dude, you're so dense. Ilya looks away.
まあいいけど。飽きたら今に戻ってても構わないから。
I don't understand Ilya's point. Boy, you are dull. But I guess things are settled. I take 2 shinais from the wall and turn to Saber.
じゃあ始めよう。3日ぶりだからどうも勘が鈍ってそうだけどな。セイバー、どうした？ぼーっとしちまって。熱でもあるのか？
いえ、別にそういうことではないのですが。
Saber looks away from Ilya and shakes her head.
体は万全なんだな。なら始めるぞ。ほら、しない。
He throws it at Saber and it hits Saber in the head.
いえ、投げていただければ結構です。あまり不用意に近づかれては困ります。私たちは剣の鍛錬をするの
Oh,
ですから。
she's the Spaghetti Lord now too.
だからそうだって。何言ってんだ、セイバー。
I throw her the shinai. After all, I've never gotten Saber. I've never been able to get close in on her, so she doesn't need me to tell her not to go near her carelessly. Saber catches the shinai awkwardly and takes an exaggeratedly deep breath.
それでは始めましょう。今までとは勝手が違いますが、平静を保つようにしろ。
Looking at Ilya, Saber says so.
大丈夫だ。誰が見ていようと始まれば気にならない。
I ready my shinai and look at Saber. In front of me is the golden-haired girl with the shinai. That fixes my attention only on her. Finishing the training after 2 hours, we enter the usual break. Stopping, I place my shinai on the wall.
改めて実感した。やっぱりセイバーはすごい。
Nodding, I drink water from a kettle. Again, that's a bit weird. Quenching my thirst and wiping my sweaty neck. My thick, sweaty boy neck. My body finally calms down.
ねえ、今のが鍛錬なの？なんかシロが一方的にやられてたようにしか見えなかったけど。
Hey, don't shame. I kinda like it. Ilya says something unpleasant.
それは違う、イリア。今でこそやられっぱなしだけど、以前はもっとひどかったんだ。むしろ一度も気絶しなかったあたり、今日は上出来だったと言っていい。
そうなんだ。けど、それってシロの腕前なのかな？セイバー、シロが何度もバランス崩してたのに、わざと見逃してたような気がするんだ。
Oh, that's embarrassing, huh? Ilya ponders. She's sharp. I noticed that too. I don't know whether she was showing consideration for my body, or whether she's not up to par. By the way, Saber wasn't going full strength against me. Well, she never goes full strength, but she still mercilessly attacked me when I showed an opening. But today, Saber lacked that. She did not perform any attacks that would have knocked me out, even though she usually does.
イリアもそう思うのか。やっぱりセイバーに見逃されてたのかな、俺。
不思議とそんな感じはしなかったよ。セイバーちゃんとシロに追い打ちしようって市内を構え直すんだけど、とっさにやめて下がっちゃうのよ。あれ何だったのかな。見逃してるっていうより怖がってるっていうか遠慮してるっていうか。
How is this like 10-year-old the smartest one in the room?
はあ、まさかセイバーが遠慮なんかするもんか。そんな情けがあったら俺は初日であそこまで痛めつけられなかったぞ。
That's right, Saber doesn't hold back during training. I could desperately concentrate on Saber because I knew that.
一体どうしたんだよセイバー。こんなんじゃ鍛錬にならない。まさかとは思うけど手を抜いてたんじゃないだろうな。
いえ、手を抜いていたなどということはありません。私は普段通りシロより一段階上の剣士を想定して相手をしていたのですが。
Saber must feel today's training is strange as well.
ああ、そりゃセイバーが手を抜くなんて思えないし、真剣にやってくれてたのも分かってる。けど今のは消極的すぎなかったか。もっとこうガツンと正面から打ち合ってくれないとためにならないってば。
正面からですか。ですがそうなるとマスターに近づきすぎです。それでは展開によっては体がぶつかってしまうというか。
Oh, she is worse than me, huh?
そりゃ打ち合ってるんだから肩ぐらいぶつかるだろう。そもそもセイバー密着戦になったら甘いとばかりに体当たりしてきてよく俺を吹っ飛ばしてたじゃないか。
Look at the blush, it's getting bigger.
私そんなことをしていたのでしょうか。
していたのかって。まあ割と頻繁に。
Ilya knows what's up.
ほら初めて市内を合わせた時も
Oh my god.
壁まで叩きつけてくれただろ。
Shikabe Don Shiro.
女の子なのに力持ちだなって言ったら剣士としてこの程度は当然だってセイバーは言ったじゃないか。
Oh, this is the worst and the best. Saber's standing there dumbfounded. Saber really is acting weird today, and I am the stupidest person on planet Earth. But I have no idea why. It'll be a problem if Saber's sick or something, so I should probably talk to Tosaka about it later on. Oh my goodness. We resume our training, still different from how it was before. We resume, but Saber backs off after only a few matches. Is this a new training method? She might counterattack when I let my guard down. I watch Saber closely. Saber narrows her eyes seriously, and taking a step towards me,
シロ、昼食にしましょう。
says something rather unlike her.
は
I lower my shinai.
昼食にするってもうそんな時間か。
The clock says it's a bit before 12. She's right that it's time for lunch, but this is the first time Saber has suggested it. We never noticed the time when we were training in the dojo. It was the routine for us to take a break, and only noticed it was lunchtime when we were hungry and looked up at the clock. It's a reasonable proposal, so I nod. Okay, so wait. Alright, let's have lunch. That's fine, but why are you exactly on time today? No way, we're fasting today. No, I'm gonna say we have lunch. Rub a dub. Let's itadakimasu some grub. I love seeing how every game translates itadakimasu because it's so playable. Yeah, let's have lunch. That's fine.
そうだな。ちょっと早いけど準備しようか。
早いのですか。もうじき正午ですし、調理には時間がかかるのですから、ちょうどいいと思うのですが。
まあ、今日は弁当を作っといたんだ。
No, I changed my mind.
今から持ってくる
Nope,
だけで。
I want to embarrass her.
ふむ
I want to embarrass her. That's fine, but why are you exactly on time today?
そうだな。イリアもいることだし、今日は早めに飯にしようか。
Putting his shinai down, I agree with Saber. And then... Saber's shoulders slump in relief. She's being even more suspicious. Maybe I should at least ask why. Oh, here we go!
それでは今に向かいましょう。
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
シロの作ってくれる食事は美味しいのですが、準備に時間がかかってしまいますから。
昼飯を作る時間がもったいないのか。ああ、それなら毎日弁当にすればよかった。そっちのが手間がかからなくて楽だし、いちいち台所に戻る必要もないしな。
I was gonna show my thanks by making a gorgeous lunch, but I guess shikatenai if Saber says so.
シロ、何をしているのです。早く今に向かいましょう。
いや、だから昼飯だろ。
Placing my shinai on the wall, I arranged cushions for the three of us.
ええ、昼食です。一息入れるのはその後なのですから、早く厨房に立ってもらわなければ困ります。
なんでさ、今に戻ることはないし、急ぐ必要もないだろう。ところで、困るって何が？
Oh, she's lost color. Saber suddenly stops as if she's switched off.
それに、どうして今日に限
Yeah, embarrassing her.
なんか急ぐ理由でもあるのか？
いえ、別に急いでいるというわけではないのですが。
急いでないんならゆっくりでいいじゃないか。時間は十分にあるし。
いえ、それはそうなのですが。
Saber looks around awkwardly as if not knowing what to do.
いいですから今に行きましょう。昼食を取らなければ午後の鍛錬に支障をきたします。
だからその準備をしてるんだって。暇なら今に行って朝作っておいた弁当を持ってきてくれ。
お弁当ですか？
I nod while opening the window to let some air in. And then, I hear a rumbling sound of hunger.
ああ、そうか。いつもはどっちかの腹の虫で時間を確かめてたんだっけ。道理でおかしいと思った。
I turn to Saber.
どうしたんだ、セイバー。窓開けたら寒いか？
She is the most embarrassed. But we're gonna eat lunch, so we have to ventilate the room.
いえ、なんでもありません。今に昼食が用意してあるのですね。
Saber runs out of the dojo. Those conservative blows in her mood right now and all. Does Saber have a fever today? What wacky shenanigans. I love it. At noon, we start to eat lunch. I made a proper meal this morning, so I made a boxed lunch with the leftovers.
これは、なるほど。朝の料理をパンに挟んだのですね。
Yes, so we made hamburgers with the hamburger steak. Saber admires the sandwich as she eats it. As she's using a paper napkin as to not dirty her hands, I can sense her elegance even with this kind of lunch, which is just the burger.
朝も思ったけど、シロはお料理上手よね。
I have to be good at something because it's obviously not picking up social cues.
私ね、ご飯が美味しいのはいいことだと思うの。
That is a good things are good level of sentence. On the other hand, Ilya is stuffing in her sandwich full of energy. I don't know if she's out of control or just copying me. Ilya usually seems more well-mannered than Saber, but that doesn't seem to apply to dining manners.
待ちなさい、イリアスフィール。それでは髪が汚れてしまいます。
Look at us, we're like mom and dad, Ishiro says out loud while Saber explodes out of embarrassment. Aw, CG art. Saber places a napkin against Ilya's cheek. Something like butter must have been on there as Saber wipes around Ilya's mouth.
ありがとう。けど、どういうつもり？セイバーは私のこと嫌いなんでしょ？
ええ、今でも警戒はしています。ですが私とて人の心はわかる。あなたには敵意がなく、シロは客人として迎えました。ですから私も最低限の礼は尽くしますし、それにその髪は美しい。目の前で汚れてしまうのはいささか心苦しいというものでしょう。
That must have been from the bottom of her heart. Saber's voice is the same as always. It doesn't sound like she's thinking about Ilya. Ilya stares at Saber, and I realize Ilya has never directly looked at Saber until now. For Ilya, Saber was just my servant and not someone to be treated as a human.
そんなこ こと言ったって白は私のものだけど、まあ少しはセイバーのこと考えてあげてもいいわ。白を勝たせてあげることはできるけど、私じゃ守ってあげられないものね。
Ilya says so while shrugging her shoulders and eats her sandwich.
言われるまでもありません。マスターの盾となるのはサーバントの責務ですから。
Saber answers Ilya but plainly. The conversation is the same as before, but their voices sound more gentle. Tosaka comes while we're relaxing after lunch.
白いる？こっちの準備はできたから早めに顔を出してよね。
She addresses me concisely and returns to the outbuilding.
そうか、忘れてた。午後は遠坂に魔術を教えてもらうんだった。
Remember school? We've seemed to have forgotten it. As I never had a proper teacher, Tosaka's magic lectures are more than helpful. It seems Tosaka is still willing to teach me, so I should go see her as quickly as I can.
悪い、遠坂の部屋に行ってくる。どのくらいかかるかわからないから、セイバーとイリアは部屋で休んでいてくれ。
いいよ。私もなんだか眠いし、少しお昼寝する。
Ilya goes out of the dojo, rubbing her eyes sleepily. Good. If Ilya will calmly go to sleep, there won't be any problem with me going to Tosaka's room.
シロ、リーの部屋に行くのですか？
ん？ああ、そう言っただろ。遠坂には魔術の基本を教わらなくちゃ。
Is she gonna be like, I want to come with you, or please do it in the main room? Is she gonna be showing signs of jealousy?
その必要はあるのでしょうか？
Oh.
バーサーカーを通りましたし、私たちが協力して挑む敵は存在しなくなった。ならば、シローがリンに教わることはなくなったのではないですか？
That might certainly be true. First of all, Tosaka taught me so that I could go up against Berserker. Now that the need is not there, there's no more reason to learn from Tosaka, but...
いや、バーサーカーとは関係なしで教わりたいんだ。俺は未熟だから、少しでも早く一人前にならないと。
I mean, even once the war is done, then you want to be cool magic man.
そうですか。シローがそういうのでしたら、私に止める権利はありません。
Saber murmurs with a sad face. I hate it when people murmur with a sad face.
じゃあレクチャーを始めるけど、その前に聞いておくわ。あんた、体で壊れちゃったところとかない？
Yeah, the part of it that detects social cues, especially from women. Tosaka asked me a strange question as soon as I enter her room.
壊れたって何が？
だから動かない箇所はないかって聞いてるの。
Look, that one thing is between my doctor and me only, okay?
あれだけめちゃくちゃしたんだから、神経が焼き切れるのは分かってるのよ。まあそんなのはどうでもいいんだけど、体のどこに異常があるのかぐらい知っておかないと授業にならないから。
Seems my body should be numb somewhere according to Tosaka. But I know myself that she's wrong.
いや、動かないところはないぞ。一晩寝たら頭痛も熱もなくなったし、俺は至って健康だが。
The headache. There it is. We broke our brain.
はあ？そんなわけないでしょ。セイバーの剣を投影したのよ。あんなの腕一本維持してもおかしくない芸当じゃない。
Okay, my arm just started hurting as soon as she said that, and I don't know why. Why do I... Okay, no. I'm gonna talk about this. I'm incredibly effective. Like, not effective, but effective. I read this, and my left arm started to hurt. Maybe it's because I'm acknowledging it, but I hate it. It's the worst. It makes watching any sort of action movie, especially ones featuring injections, suck.
だから動くって。だいたい体が動かなかったら、イリアをおんぶして帰ってこれるわけないだろう。あの時おかしかったのは頭痛と熱だけだって。
嘘よそんなの。シロ、ちょっと腕見せてみなさい。
Without waiting for a reply, Tosaka takes my arm and stares at it. That makes my breathing stop. Even though I'm getting used to her, having her this close tenses me up.
本当に異常はないみたいね。焼き付いた跡かな。あざみたいに黒くなってるところはあるけど、他は完全に修復されてる。いえ、 治ったというより、ようやく生え変わったってとこかしら。
As she murmurs, her breath brushes my arm. That makes me blush, but...
ふざけた体ね。これ、例の自然治癒による回復じゃないわよ。シローの自然治癒は明らかに外部からの働きかけだけど、こっちはあなた自身の治癒能力だと思う。
She says so while rolling up my sleeve and patting my arm.
もういいだろう、遠坂。用が済んだら椅子に戻れ。
I pull my arm back to get away from Tosaka.
何よ、こっちはあんたの体を見てあげて。
Is she gonna go sly face?
はは
There it is! Tosaka moves closer to me. Oh, she's the
下
worst.
がったって言うけど、まだ十分ありそうじゃない？シロ、顔が真っ赤よ。
Again, she's slime, but the best kind. Like the slime that raises up a village of goblins. That's a reference to seasonal anime.
そんなの俺の勝手だろ。お前関係ないんだから気にするな。
そうなんだ。関係ないんなら、私がこんなことしても影響はないわけよ、ね。
Oh god, Saber's gonna walk in and it's gonna be the end, huh?
額に手なんて当てるな。
Oh, come on, forehead, that's like nothing.
熱なんてないんだから、そんなことしても意味ないぞ。
ええ、そうみたいね。今度は耳まで真っ赤だもの。熱っていうより酔っ払ってるみたい。
It's deliberate. I bet she's doing this deliberately.
遠坂、お前分かっててやってるだろ。
ああ、バレた？シローがあんまりにもベタな反応するからついからかっちゃった。
You should go to hell for toying with a man's innocence.
ま、冗談はこの程度にしといてあげる。あんまりからかうとミイラ取りがミイラになりかねないしね。
What? What a strange way to put it. Tosaka returns to her chair in a good mood. This is a problem. Tosaka will likely make more fun of me as the days go by.
遠坂、今更言うのもなんだけど、俺は真面目に授業を受けに来たんだが。
あら、失礼ね。私だってそのつもりよ。今のだって教え子の状態を確認しただけだもの。
そうかよ。じゃ、そろそろ本題に入ってくれるんだな。
そうね。本題といっても私の専門外だからアドバイスぐらいしかできないけど、しないよりはマシだから。
Tosaka turns to me seriously, discarding her earlier lightheartedness.
正直に言ってしまえばね、私があなたの力になってあげられたのは前回でおしまいなのよ。
Oh, well, there we go.
こんな短期間の授業で魔術は身につかない。私はただあなたが使ってなかったスイッチを取り付けただけ。それはわかる？
あの宝石だろ。確かにあれを飲んでから魔術回路は作るんじゃなくて切り替えるものになってくれた。
そう、一朝一夕で教えてあげられたのはそれぐらい。けどそれだって今まで鍛えてきたものを表に出したに過ぎないわ。私はあなたが体で覚えた魔術を後押しすることしかできないし、他の魔術を教える気もない。
Well, I guess we're stuck being a sword maker.
だって才能ないもの、あなた。
そこまでズバッと言われるとある意味さっぱりした。けど遠坂、俺が使える魔術ならアドバイスしてくれるんだろ。ならあの時に使った魔術が何だったのか教えてくれ。
Tosaka doesn't answer. She just glares at me like I'm her enemy.
遠坂、そのレクチャーだよな、これって。黙っていられると俺も困るんだな。
She averts her gaze with an unhappy expression. That's only for a moment.
無理よ。私、投影魔術なんて使えないもの。自分が知らないものを教えられるわけないじゃない？
Haha, maybe we should teach you then.
遠坂が使えない？
I tilt my head questioningly. Wasn't the thing I used against Berserker fundamental for Amagus? Assuming the structure of an object and passing the necessary magical energy through it. It's no different from a strengthening magic. But it's hard to pass my magical energy, an alien element, through an object that's already there. It's like adding paint I consider red to make something redder, but ending up with a different color. Compared to that, it's so much easier to draw using my own paint from start to finish. I can just draw whatever I want.
そんなはずあるか。遠坂ならあれぐらいできるだろ。強化より簡単だぞ、あれ。
あんたね、今の他の魔術師に言ったら間違いなく殺されるわよ。あんたがやったのは投影で、かつ宝具を完全に複製していた。
Why is faker capitalized?
私は知らない。
Is it because she said it in English, or is it because it's a reference to Shadow the Hedgehog, whom she shares a color scheme with? I feel a chill. It's not my imagination. Tasaka is certainly hostile to me.
どうってことないわ。そんなこと、あんたの蔵を見た時からうすうす感づいてたんだから。今さらエミやシローに殺意を抱いても仕方ない。勘違いしてるようだから言ってあげるとね。あなたがやったのは投影の魔術なの。
Yeah, I got that.
実在する美術品とか名剣とか、そういったものを自身の魔力でイメージとして再現するっていう半端な魔術よ。
Can I become Crazy Red from Animal Crossing and sell bootlegs?
大
Nice.
抵は儀式の際に使用する一時しのぎの代用品として使われる。イメージで編んだそれは当然架空のものとして認識されるからすぐに消えてしまうものなんだけどね。
I can understand that it's a reproduction made out of illusions. I saw Saber Sword in my dream and I imagined the golden sword based on it.
よくわからないな。魔力ってのは粘土だろ。たとえイメージでも一度形になったものなら消えることなんてないんじゃないのか。
そんなわけないじゃない。魔力ってのは自分の体の中でしか存在できないものでしょ。だから物に魔力を通したり魔力をスターターにして自然干渉を行うんじゃない。そりゃあ私だって魔力を飴のようにこねて探検ぐらい作れるわ。けどそれで終わり。それは探検の形をした飴に過ぎないし、外に出した魔力は気化していくからすぐに消えてしまう。いい？魔力だけで作り上げたものは長続きしないものだし、あくまで形だけのものよ。まあその形だけのものを外見も性能もオリジナルに近づけるのが投影魔術らしいんだけど。
Certainly, magical energy has no shape. I can feel it when it's in my body, but it fades and disappears once it goes outside. So no matter how well I make a blueprint in my head and construct something out of magical energy, it's only natural for it to fade away since it's made out of energy. Since it's made out of magical energy. Come to think of it, when I first did something like projection when Kuretsugu first started to teach me, he told me to do strengthening instead because projection was inefficient.
そうか。投影って魔力の消費が激しいんだ。使ってもすぐに消えてしまうから作っても意味がない。
そういうこと。例えば銃の魔力を使って剣を投影するでしょ。その場合その剣の力はせいぜい3か4なのよ。人間のイメージなんて穴だらけだから本物通りの複製なんてできないんだもの。対して銃の魔力を使って剣を強化した場合、その剣の力は20にも30にも跳ね上がる。わかった？投影魔術っていうのは今じゃ儀式の時にしか使われないものなの。道具が揃えられなかった時の代用品としてすぐに消える複製品を用意するための魔術に過ぎない。シローの父親が強化を教えたのは適切よ。ただでさえ魔術回路が少ないんだから、投影なんて無駄な魔術を教えたら一般人と変わらないもの。
I understand that. But then, what was that? The golden sword that I imagined in my head and reproduced seemed to have its original powers.
じゃあセイバーの剣を投影したのはまぐれだったのかな。
Come to think of it, oh, sorry, that's red.
蓄えられていた魔力は桁違いだった。自分の何百倍っていう魔力を模倣するなんてどう見てもおかしいよな。
それはそのきっとシロは剣と相性がいいのよ。魔術師はそれぞれ属性を持ってるでしょ。あなたはそれが剣なんだと思う。
属性？火とか水とか各元素に当てはまるものか。
そう。普通は世界を構成する一元素を背負うものなんだけどね。魔術協会でも火はノーマル、風はノーブルって言われてるじゃない？
Sorry, calling fire normal is like wind noble. Got it. Fire normal. Not sure about that one.
治水、火風、空でもいいし、木火土金水でもいい。
Wait, Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, Heaven, which is the... Okay, so Wood, Fire, Earth, Metal, Water is like the Chinese elements. Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, Heaven is the Japanese ones, I'm pretty sure.
このうちどれか一つを魔術師は持っているんだけど、中にはさらに分化した属性もあるわ。大抵そういう魔術師は中央には入れず。それで言うなら白は剣よ。多様性はないけど、こと剣に関しては頂点を狙えるってこと。
なるほど。それは確かに。
When it comes to swords, I've always had a strong interest in them. Then what attribute would Tosaka be? Considering her, I'm probably something uppity like fire or wind. But I want to ask and I'm curious.
なあ、トサカ。参考までに聞くけど、お前の属性って何
I'm
だ
gonna say ice, because she used it a lot, right?
私は五大元素っていう属性だけど。
Oh, well, look how fancy you are. Does that mean she has all of them?
ともかく、私が
Oh, that's okay.
投影は虚栄って言われるぐらい意味のないものだから、あまり多用はしないこと。それにね、セイバーの剣を模造するなんて、そんなのは自殺行為よ。あの時はうまくいったからいいものの、本来なら自滅していてもおかしくなかった。あんたも言ってたけど、セイバーの剣の魔力はシローの魔力のキャパシティを超えているのよ。それを複製するってことは、自分の魔術回路の限界を
I'm just waiting for the realization that like when other people use their magical circuits, like the whole thing lights up. But the fact that we lit up 2 and we're able to make Saber's sword is going to be like a what happens when we light them all up.
分かってる。けど、自分の限界なんてそう簡単に超えられないだろう。いや、そもそも限界なんだからそれ以上なんていけないんじゃないのか。
いけるわ。だからこそ魔術師は死と隣り合わせなんじゃない。魔術が形式に沿ったものなら、知識さえあればどんな魔術だって行えるのは同意でしょ。たとえ自分では再現不可能の奇跡だって分かっていても、それにチャレンジすることは誰にでもできる。魔術師なんて動力源に過ぎない。小さなエンジンでもアクセルを踏み続けていれば規定以上のスピードは出る。けどその先にあるのは自滅しかない。
I actually really like that metaphor there. That's good. I like that.
それと同じよ。魔術師っていうのはね、自滅さえ覚悟するなら限界なんて簡単に超えられる。魔術回路を焼き切らせて神経をズタズタにして、それでも魔力を回転させていけば奇跡に手は届くわ。あなたの投影はまさにそれよ。戦いの後ずっと体が熱かったのは神経が焼き切れていたからだもの。それが分不相応な魔術の代償よ。手足の1本や2本壊れて当然のことをあなたはしたの。
She's angry at me. But at the same time...
だから覚えておきなさい、エミヤ君。自分の限界を超えた魔術は術者を廃人にするわ。セイバーの剣を投影するなんてもう二度とやらないで。
I almost feel like she's lying or she doesn't get it and she's just really jealous that I can do it. She's really worried about me as well. After warning me, Tosaka hands me some strange medicine. Hey Shiro, try this dank weed. She's really into drugs, huh? Like, I feel like that was a joke that I stumbled upon. But it really seems like it's a thing. Oh, yeah, she just has painkillers. Take these prescription painkillers and Shiro's like, where did you get this? And she's like, look, Megases have their ways of needing to relax. Saying that, she prepares a light green powder for me. Oh, I drink the medicine with tea. That's... Tosaka, what's in this? It's not painkillers. No, Shiro, just enjoy the ride. Tosaka! Tosaka rummages through her stuff and tries to prescribe me another medicine. Well, I feel sorry for Tosaka rummaging through her stuff, but I'm bored just sitting here, so I should... Question number 1? What's question number 1? Okay, well, I'm gonna ask. Okay, next time. Now we'll get this and end the day. What to ask Tosaka the Drug Lord? Yeah, what is question number 1 though? There's something I don't understand. Tosaka wasn't easily crushed in the battle against Berserker. I wonder what kind of trick that was. Yeah, I'm wondering about this.
何？忙しいんだから手短にして。
トサカ、バーサーカーに掴まれただろ？あの状態でよく持ちこたえたなって。そうは見えないけど、腹筋すげえ鍛えてあるのか。
Yo, are you like ripped under there? Can you grind my face like cheese on it?
鍛えてあるだけでバーサーカーの腕力に耐えられるなんて。私のお腹は鉄以上ってこと？
悪い。聞き方が悪かった。悪かったから、笑顔で殺気をみなぎらせるのはやめてくれ。
そっちこそ無駄に挑発しないでよね。で、どうやって持ちこたえたかだけど、事前にお腹に宝石を仕込んでおいたのよ。服の内側に貼り付けて防護膜を貼ってたわけ。
Alright, yeah, no, that answers it pretty clearly.
そうか。トサカは初めからバーサーカーに掴まれる気だったもんな。そりゃ、あらかじめ体を守っておくか。けど、トサカ、そうなると、お前の宝石って。
もう品切れよ。
Oh.
バーサーカーの注意をそらすのに3個。
Oh.
顔を吹っ飛ばすのに5個。で、体を守らせてたのが1個。
This is good info to get, huh?
10年以上蓄えたものだけど、使うときはあっという間だったわ。しかも、そのほとんどを使ったのにバーサーカーは倒せなかったし。
She sighs, wondering why, but she doesn't regret using them. What's done is done. She knows that the important thing is not what she lost, but what she will gain from now on.
そうか。残念だったな、トサカ。
ありがとう。まあ、この教訓を生かして、次は私一人で倒せるようなものを作ってみせるわ。
She says so simply. As she says, I bet her words will come true. Because of that, I realize our battle with Berserker ended in victory because Tosaka was there. Yeah, she was pretty important. So, after she makes me drink various medicine, she makes me practice simple strengthening to check on my health. Like checking if there's anything wrong with my body by channeling magical energy through it, and so on. Tosaka's more like a doctor than a teacher today.
よし、問題はないみたいね。この分なら明日はもう来なくていいわ。
I'm surprised. That means...
当然じゃない。今の状況で私があなたに教えることなんてないもの。本気で魔術を習いたいんなら、この戦いが終わってからにするべきよ。それに、もうアーチャーはいないでしょ。素人の協力関係はもうとっくに終わってたのよ。
Being told that, I finally realize. From the beginning, we cooperated to fight Berserker. Berserker is gone, and Tosaka has lost her servant. So, this should all have ended yesterday.
それじゃあ、トサカはこれからどうするんだ？琴峰のところに行くのか？
That would only be natural. Tosaka and Kotomine are close, so it should be fine for her to request his protection.
なんで？行くわけないじゃない。まだ負けてもいないのに。サーバントがいなくなったから戦えないなんてことはないでしょ。それにやり逃げってのも趣味じゃないしね。一度戦うと決めたからには最後まで事の顛末を確かめるのが責任でしょ。
As if it's only natural. Tosaka says so confidently. I'm stunned. No, I'm not surprised. I already knew Tosaka was this kind of a person. She really is firm, or she is really firm, and amazingly selfish, and so fascinatingly brilliant.
けど、それじゃあどうするんだ？一人でやっていくのか？まだサーバントとマスターは残ってるんだぞ。
そうね。だからしばらくはここで情報を集めるわ。竜道寺の調査も再開しないといけないし。
しばらくはここに残る。いいのか？そうしてもらえると助かるけど、もう協力関係は終わったんだろ？
何言ってるのよ。バーサーカーに勝てたのはあーちゃんのおかげでしょ。協力関係は終わったけど、その借りはまだ貸したままよ。それに責任は最後まで取るって言ったでしょ。 ちょっとの間だったけど師弟になったしね。あなたを一人にしたら頼りなくって心配で、聖杯戦争どころじゃなくなるわ。
She really does care, kind of. In other words, this is it. Yes. It feels like ages ago, but the Tosaka Rin that Emyashiro admired was a girl like this. That's why I'm happy. Tosaka has to be like this. After all, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to believe in if such a stubborn girl decided to give up.
これからもよろしく頼む、トサカ。なんだかんだ言って、お前がいないと右も左もわからない。俺とセイバーにはトサカが必要なんだ。
Yeah, Tosaka, you're a good friend.
いいけど、あんたその言い回しはやめなさいってば。バカ正直なのはいいけど、気をつけないと誤解を招くわよ。
I don't quite understand why Tosaka would get mad at that.
トサカ、誤解を招くって何を招くってんだ。
あのね、今のは失言なの。聞くなって態度で表してるんだから、追求するのはルール違反よ。
Seems Tosaka knows a rule I don't know about. Again, social cues. Pardon my brain. Fried.
これじゃセイバーも大変だわ。
Woohoo, she knows.
それともあんたたちはそれでちょうどいいのかもね。少しぐらい麻痺してないと、あなたもセイバーもダメなのかもしれない。
I'm so happy someone's calling it out.
よくわからないけど、そのセイバーが大変だってのは聞き捨てならないぞ。なんだってセイバーが大変なんだよ。
I'm literally putting my head in my face. Sorry, my face in my hand. Because he's just...
だから、あんたのそういうところが大変だって言ってるの。その分じゃセイバーの変化になんて気がついてない。
He noticed the change, but he has no idea why.
セイバーの変化。
That's not a change on the outside, is it? If anything has changed about Saber, it's...
ああ、そういえば朝から様子が変だったな。いや、イリアがいたから不機嫌だったとは思うけど。
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
黙って正座してるわ。どうしたんだって聞けば、夢を見たとか言って立ち去っちまうし。
I forgot about it since I was busy with Ilya. Come to think of it, Saber was acting weird like she was half asleep or something.
セイバーが夢を見た。
Yeah, this seemed like an important thing that you just ignored.
何？それって驚くところか。
Oh, she's ignoring me.
黙ってないで何か言ってくれ。そんな顔されるとこっちまで不安になってくる。
ああ、別にそんな大したことじゃないわ。単にサーバントは夢を見ないってだけだから。
Yeah, that's a thing. Servants don't dream?
そうよ。サーバントは夢なんて見ないわ。それでも見たって言うんなら、それは夢じゃない。単に誰かの記憶を垣間見ただけの話よ。
Tosaka must have had the same experience. She says so with a coldness totally different from her earlier cheerfulness. Interesting. Okay, this day's gonna keep going. We're gonna save this for next time. Din-dins on the menu. All three of you thoughts assemble. Alright guys, we'll see you next time for some more Fate Stay Night. Ciao.